Welcome back in one of the Bear Shot Plays YouTube channel. Today is Monday, December 9th, and I'm back with some Monday afternoon, or I guess Monday night college basketball. Only have a handful of games on the slate, and only one that I think is worth looking at. Big Ten matchup, Indiana going up against Minnesota. I do believe it's going to be on the Big Ten Network, so you should be able to watch it. Just not a lot going on Monday. Not a lot going on for the rest of the week. Remember, I won't be here Tuesday through Friday, so last video for the next 4 days. Hopefully find a couple winners here. Before we get into that action, let's take a look at the plays from Sunday. Border War, Missouri, outright. My goodness. Kansas, what has happened? Back-to-back losses. When things are going bad, things go bad. I don't know. I still think Kansas is the most talented team in the nation. I think they just weren't ready. Maybe the lack of confidence coming off a loss, thought they'd come out pissed off and angry and kill Missouri. Missouri's not that good of a team. Missouri did make some very clutch shots late in the game. Kansas was down by 23 at one point, cut it to 2. Maybe it was tied with like 2 minutes left. Hunter Dickinson, absolutely dreadful attempt. Just threw the ball directly off the backboard on one of his shot attempts under 2 minutes. That led to a corner three to Missouri. From there, it was over. So Hunter Dickinson, paying him got to be millions of dollars to just suck out there every game. What else do we have? UConn money line absolutely dominates Texas. That was plus money as well. Hopefully everybody got the money line there. KJ Adams, I was scared. We had a 1-and-1. He had 9 points with a minute left in the game, down by 8. The free throws didn't matter. They didn't matter to the game, but they definitely mattered to us. Needed the over 9.5. He did hit the first one, so he scored 10. And then he hit the second one, so he scored 11 points in the game. And then Liam McNeely, even if he shot, 11.5. Even if he shot 100% from the field, it wouldn't have mattered because he only shot 4 times in the game as UConn rolled over Texas. So 2-2 day. I don't like 2-2 days, but they keep us afloat. That's what I always say. They keep us afloat. Better than going 1-2 or 1-3 or 0-4. So we will take the 2-2 day. We'll take the push all day, every day. Let's move on to the Big Ten battle. Minnesota going on the road to face off against Indiana. Never an easy place to play over in Indiana, especially in basketball. Whenever you think of basketball, college basketball, it's almost impossible not to talk about Indiana. History is great over there. This team is pretty good this season. They were decent last season. I think they're going to be good this season. And they are going to dominate Minnesota in this game, I think. I'm going to take them minus 10.5 as the play. We have talked about Minnesota already this season. They're an okay team. They're nothing flashy. They're not horrible, but they're just an okay team. Probably finish middle of the Big Ten, towards the bottom of the Big Ten maybe, because they have some scoring problems. They also have had problems defending. Michigan State put up 90 points on them. So that is a big question mark for this Minnesota team. If they don't defend, they're going to get blown out in a lot of contests. I do think that's going to be a close game in the first half. Indiana probably having the little bit of a lead at halftime because Minnesota will most likely play a little bit better defense in this game. But I do think Indiana is going to dominate them in the second half. Whenever they figure out how to score on this Minnesota team, Minnesota will have no answer. They can't score either. They're only scoring 65 points per game. They have one man, double-digit points per game, Dawson Garcia, putting up 19 per game. If Indiana can shut him down, this game's going to be over in the first half. I do think Indiana will be able to shut him down because Indiana is all size this season. They have 3 guys on the floor that are 6'9" or taller. All 3 of their starting big men are scoring over double-digit points per game. So Indiana not only has the size on the floor, they play through these big guys, and that's going to be trouble for Minnesota, who, first of all, is undersized, and second of all, will not be able to score in the paint against these guys. On the season, Minnesota is only collecting 34 rebounds per game. They only have 1 forward besides Garcia, who's playing over 20 minutes per game. So we are drastically undersized in this game for Minnesota. They don't have a true center. For Indiana, you can make the argument that they have 3 true centers, and they all start. Omer Ballo, he's from Arizona. He's a 7-footer. He played with Arizona 3 consecutive years before coming to Indiana and was very good there. We have Mackenzie Mgbako, Mgbako. What's the G doing there? He's 6'9", scoring 15.3 points per game. He's been with Indiana back-to-back seasons, scored 12 points per game last season. And then the leading scorer for the Hoosiers this season, their 6'9" junior Malik Renault, who is scoring 15.4 points per game. He's been with Indiana the entire career. So they have 2 of their best players coming back, got a great center in the transfer portal, and they have a point guard. Very good point guard. Miles Rice, 11.8 points per game so far. I'm going to take as my player prop today. He's a transfer from Washington State, scored nearly 15-plus points per game with Washington State. The play is going to be Indiana. They have size, they have scoring, they have the offense to play with Minnesota. Plus, they're going to be at home, great environment there. Give me Indiana, minus 10.5 as the play. For the only player prop today, because we're only going to be looking at one game, same game parlay tonight. Put it in, forget about it. We talked about the big man for this Indiana team. They do like to play through them, but I also think Miles Rice can have himself a day from the field as well, because Minnesota, they're going to be scrambling down low in this game, try to defend. Remember, they're very undersized. I don't know if they're going to be able to defend all three of those guys on the floor. We're most likely going to see a lot of double teams down low. That means Miles Rice is going to be open somewhere on the floor along with his other guards. So I'm going to take him over 11.5 points as the play. This did come out already on Monday morning, 11.5. On the season, Rice is scoring 11.8 points per game. He is not shooting a ton this season, only 8.7 shots per game. That's down nearly 4 attempts from last season with Washington State, shooting 12.4 times per game. The only difference is that with Indiana, he's shooting 50% from the field and 42% from the outside. With Washington State, he was only shooting 43.9% and 27.5% from deep. So his shots are coming down this season, but he is making more shots, way more shots, very effective from the field. This is also a 94.7% free throw shooter, which I absolutely love. He's got to get himself to the line first, but if he gets there, it's basically free points, which I love for these player props. He's been much better over the last couple games as well. Against Sam Houston State and Miami, Ohio, he only missed 4 total shots of the 19 he took. He scored 17 points in the last game, 19 points going up against Sam Houston, and he has scored 17-plus points in 4 of the last 7 games. So hopefully we get another night of Miles Rice scoring 15-plus points in this game against Minnesota. Give me the over, 11.5 points as the final play of the day. Let's go take a look at the recap graphic. We're going to take Indiana minus 10.5, and then Miles Rice over 11.5 points. That one did come out on Monday morning, so it is 11.5 points. Guys, it's going to do it. The NCAA basketball picks and props for Monday, December 9th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.